and I wanted to ask you about your thoughts on travel guitar setups. So
Okay.
I've currently, let me be honest. This is a selfish main topic that
Yeah.
I've been wanting to talk to you about because I'm needing to practice for some gigs that are coming up and just practice in general because you know what? I heard you get better if you practice.
That's crazy thought.
That's crazy talk.
But I'm wanting to practice a little bit, but I'm going to be traveling while I'm doing it. I'm trying to find a good setup to travel with and be able to practice. I don't really want to play just like my electric guitar acoustically. And I also don't want to annoy people with an acoustic guitar because I need to really be practicing on electric anyway for what I'm going to be doing.
Sure.
And an acoustic is going to, even a small body acoustic, is going to be annoying to people. So I'm trying to come up with a good practice setup for an electric guitar that's easy to travel with. What's your thoughts on this? What would you go to? Where would you look? And what's your first instincts? Because I've kind of got a couple ideas I've been thinking about that I'll hit you with here in a little bit and see what you think. But what's your like initial instincts with that?
Well, when I went off to college, I played in. It was this little thing that you plugged into your phone. There was an app with it, and you plugged your headphones into that. It was called iRig. Did I like it? Not really. It wasn't that great.
Why?
Um, the sounds in the program was a little muddy. Were a little muddy. It was real thick in the low end, and I couldn't really tweak it to make it sound how I wanted.
Okay.
That being said, I'm sure the whole technology and everything's gotten a lot better since then. So I can't speak for it now. So there's one option, and I'm just talking about first options first. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, you're looking around like you're not paying attention.
I thought I saw something going on over here, but there's not.
Okay.
I'm trying to ignore you.
All right. So the iRig thing, that's an option. You can go with a pod. Just plug
Like
in
an old kidney bean?
old kidney bean.
Okay.
Yep. You can plug straight into that.
Man, I love that option. Go ahead.
It wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, you're doing a great
You
job.
can have effects and stuff in it.
Keep this up.
All right. They have that Pod Express. I think it's got a headphones jack in it.
Now you're talking a little more. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I've been talking the whole time, but
You're talking more up my alley. Talking more up my alley.
All right. So the Pod Express, that's another option. I don't know if you remember, they had these. Vox made these like things you could plug into the jack and plug in your headphones. I've never played those.
No, me either.
I have no idea how good or bad they sound. So, not a clue. You could try it out. What else? Does the Yamaha THR, is there a headphones jack in it?
I think there's a headphones jack.
Okay. Between that and a Katana, because I think there's a headphones jack in that too, you could do that. Now, they have a Katana Air, which you can plug like your guitar wirelessly and plug into that amp, and I think still use headphones. That would be a cool idea.
Yeah.
Because that could be multi-purpose. You could plug it in with the headphones jack. You could plug it into a cab. You can do whatever you wanted with that. So that would give you a bunch of different options. Other than that, they have amp simulators and stuff like that. You could do a Strymon Iridium. I'm pretty sure there's a headphones jack with that too. So, I don't know. There's lots of options. As far as the best ones, the Katana or whatever is going to be, or maybe Yamaha THR will be the most user-friendly because you can use it for multiple things. The Strymon Iridium will get you just a bass amp tone to get you inspired in the moment. But the Pod is probably, for what you're talking about, if you want to play at work, which being able to play at work, I'm really jealous, by the way.
Hey.
Playing at work with the kidney bean, you plug exactly what you want in there. That probably, and also the most cost effective. So,
Okay. Yeah. So you're kind of leaning down the same route that I kind of was then. So some other options I was thinking about. I did think about the Pod Go, which is the little new pod pedal.
yeah.
Right. It's got some effects on there, some different amp modeling, and worst case scenario, you could plug it at the end of your board as like a backup if your rig
Right.
goes down.
Yeah.
Which I really like the idea of.
Multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose. I did hear it's in a plastic case. It kind of looks cheap whenever you see it in person. It looks nice, like, through the paperwork and all that stuff online. But I did hear it is plastic and stuff, so maybe that's kind of a little off-putting, but it seems like it's going to do the job. I actually thought about the Katana headphones.
They have Katana headphones?
Yeah, and like you put the headphones on, you plug your guitar in, and they can make it sound like the amp is behind you. Problem is the price is real expensive. I think it's like $300 or something for the Katana headphones. So then I was like, well, that seems silly. I would just buy a Katana head at that point,
Right.
and then plug headphones jack into it. And then, yeah, I thought about Yamaha THR, stuff like that, but it's kind of big and cantankerous, right?
I mean, it's not that big. It's pretty small.
It's not that big, but
I mean, you're bringing a guitar. It's smaller than a guitar.
yeah. So the one that I've been leaning towards the most as of recently, I like the Iridium. It does not have a headphones jack.
It doesn't?
It does not.
I thought it did.
It's got outputs, but no headphones jack.
Okay.
Unless I missed it, I don't think there is one, because that's one of the things that kind of pushed it off my list.
Okay.
What's at the top of my list right now is that new Boss IR2.
Yeah.
So it does have a headphones jack.
Okay.
It's got all those amp models in there. It's got reverb built in it. It doesn't have any effects in there. So if you're wanting any type of guitar effects, you're going to have to put it before it like a pedal board or something.
Yeah.
But it's an amp and cab sim, which means I could throw it in a gig bag. And if my rig goes down, I could throw it at the end of my rig or into my pedal board and plug straight in. And it would be basically a backup rig for me. But it would also be my practice rig at the same time. And that's what I've been looking at the most. I think for like travel, ease of going somewhere, I could just toss that one Boss Compact pedal in there with an adapter and a cable in my guitar, and I'm done. And headphones.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of frustrated.
Does it take a 9-volt still?
It does.
I mean, that would be nice. You don't even have to plug it in.
It probably only lasts for an hour.
Still.
But it does take 9-volt batteries, which is awesome. I would be curious to know how long they last. But I think I was kind of frustrated that none of the practice amps that are out there that I know of are really doing Bluetooth headphones. Because, I mean, I think I've got a set or two of like corded headphones to plug into things. But just, it's kind of annoying to sit there with a guitar lead, like guitar cable plugged in, and you got headphones plugged in. If you forget and you stand up or something, you can pull them off, pull the amp off or whatever. I'm kind of frustrated that nobody's doing Bluetooth. I think, from what I understand, if you do Bluetooth to it, so if you're doing wireless to it, like the Katana Air or the THR, you can do that wirelessly. You can't do Bluetooth away from it.
Okay.
Bluetooth is only one direction.
Gotcha.
Which is weird to me. But the Katana headphones is the only thing I think that would be wireless. Okay. So what's your thoughts after hearing that stuff? Do you think the IR2 is probably the best way for me to go? Or do you think the pod?
I think you've already convinced yourself the IR2 is the way to go.
That's where I'm leaning for sure.
I think you've already convinced yourself. Like if it was me, I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, maybe not the Katana. Maybe I would look at the iRig or the Kidney Bean Pod or the IR2.
Yeah.
Those three.
Okay. So I'm headed down the right route.
I think so. Yeah, the IR2 I didn't realize it had a headphones jack too.
Yeah, it's got a mini.
It sounds like
jack.
it could be super useful. So.
Yeah, I think so too. Just like I said, just for a backup to toss, and it's like $189.
It's not bad.
I mean, that's not bad.
For all it does.
Right, and Iridium is much more expensive.
Sure.
Much more expensive. I think the Pod Express is relatively similar money, and that's the one that really was kind of giving me the fit between the two.
Sure.
Because it does a lot more
effects.
And yeah, it has a lot more effects. It's ready to go, and I wouldn't have to think about bringing a pedal board if I needed other effects.
Right.
But I think just for practice, a little bit of reverb and different amp models is going to get me where I need to be.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what I need to do. I'd be curious to see what you guys are using for practice rigs.
Right.
Like as small little travel rigs or just small practice rigs. And yeah, let me know what you think and what you're using, because I got to find something.
Mm-hmm.
I got to find something. So you want to